A striking Greyhound worker was hit and killed by a Greyhound bus today, but it appears that it was not done on purpose. It was just a tragic irony. The bus was on a practice run when protesters swarmed around it, and as Cassandra Clayton tells us tonight, the driver was a trainee, one of those hired to replace the striking workers.
42-year-old Raymond Phillips had driven for Greyhound 12 years. He was among some 80 striking drivers and union sympathizers who had gathered to protest the training of replacement drivers. Witnesses say he was hit and killed by a Greyhound bus driven by a trainee on a practice run.
He was clawing at the pavement trying to crawl out of the way, and he couldn't even drag himself out of the way.
The replacement driver, Lewis Harris of Cleveland, has not been charged in the accident. Police say they're getting different accounts of what happened and who was at fault. The victim had been a vocal supporter of the strike. He had picketed the Cleveland Greyhound station when the strike began a month ago.
If we cross the picket line and go in and work, we'll be working for the same thing we're out here on strike for.
This wasn't the first trouble outside the Zanesville training site. Last Friday, police were called out to quiet a disturbance by protesters. This afternoon, a Greyhound spokesman said all training here has been called off and no new training programs will be started anywhere until the union votes on the latest contract offer. Details of that tentative agreement reached this weekend between Greyhound and the union are just being discussed now among the rank and file. Some of the drivers here say this morning's tragedy is not going to help passage of that settlement. Cassandra Clayton, NBC News, Zanesville, Ohio.